Okay, well,
Dude, I had one of these when I was little.
oh yeah?
I could not go without. I was a numbers guy. I had to do a
Oh
calculator.
yeah,
watch.
no, I love this thing. I picked it up at a secondhand store here a while back. Yeah, it's pretty rad, man. But,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, hey, we're here with the man, the legend, Mr. Jason David Frank, the original Green Power Ranger. How you doing, Jason?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, hey, just got a couple of real quick questions for you. I know you're a real busy guy. First off, I'm sure you get this question a lot. When you were originally doing the show, the original series and all the way through, did you have any idea that it was going to have such a cultural impact that it has had, and that it would have lasted as long as it has, I guess?
Yeah, over 20 years, huh?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
When I started the show, I don't think anyone wants to look 20 years from now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even want to look 20 years from now, but I have a very easy philosophy that I live by, like every day. I put as much energy as I can into that single day to have it tomorrow. That's why, with the interviews, I put in work today, I'll put in work Friday, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. on Saturday. I try to put as much work in as the day, so I enjoyed acting, and I loved it, and I guess I live day by day to have it tomorrow.
Okay.
And I never looked at, I think sometimes people look at, what it takes to be a big star or what it takes to be a black belt. Sean's a phenomenal, Sean Flannery, phenomenal BJJ guy, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. What does it take to get a black belt? What does it take to be a movie star? And nobody sees what it takes to get there. They just see the overall reward of it. They just want to eat the dessert, but you got to start from somewhere. So for me, I just focused on that every day, working from the bottom and trying to work my way up to secure, I guess, a future maybe.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense.
So.
Yep. And actually, that kind of leads into my next question. I know a few years ago you got into MMA fighting, pretty hard and heavy. And I guess how was the transition? I know you've been in martial arts since you were really little and everything, but how was the transition from being a TV actor, or stage actor, or movie actor to a professional athlete in the world stage kind of thing? How was the transition? The transition and everything like that.
The transition was a little bit difficult. Again, I was talking to Sean, and I just say that because he's an actor. He's done great movies. He's jiu-jitsu, and we were just talking about that sometimes your credibility goes away. You know what I mean? Because you're an actor. So what I did is stepped into the ring and proved everybody wrong. I got a total of 7 fights. My Muay Thai is phenomenal. Just got promoted to Arjan under Master Toddy.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. So now I'm certified under the Thailand government to promote, crews and black belts and stuff like that. But hard work, and the transition wasn't easy. I had to, I guess in my head, think of what's a win-win for me. And a win-win for me was, all right, so this guy fights the Power Ranger. So he beats the Power Ranger. All right, all the kids will hate him. So he got beat by a Power Ranger. Ha, you got beat by a Power Ranger, So for me, it had to be a win-win. And I went into it, going into it hard. Worked from the bottom, wasn't cocky at all. I just, I wanted to do what everyone else did. Started from amateurs and worked my way up. And then in life just takes a spin. Now I'm doing all these shows, and I got a reality show called My Morphin Life. And, just, it's been super busy. Enjoying life a little bit. I have a skydiving team, me and my wife, and, trying to, really, I guess the thing is trying to fit in my family, and my husband, and being a dad, and handling these shows and doing interviews. And for me, when I do shows, I can do one-day shows like most of these guys. They don't want to do interviews. But for me, that's important because guys like you can get the message out to fans around the world.
Sure.
Not to come see me, but to stay passionate in your beliefs and what you do. Like yourself, I'm sure you're passionate about interviews, and it comes through your work. We don't just do it for the buck. Because it's not going to happen in podcast, radio, acting. Yeah. You got to do it for the love.
You got to do it for the love.
And then maybe bills will get paid.
Yes.
So that's what I kind of live by and want to spread the message to other people. So I work extra hard at these shows to make the show overall great, not just for seeing me, but a lot of actors, a lot of icon, a lot of comic book stuff, which I like comics. I got involved in this a long time ago.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a Comic-Con was. I just got involved. I told my wife, I'm going to look around and look at comic books. And I never got a chance to look around nor did I buy one comic book since, and that was 5 years ago. That's how busy I've been.
Oh, really?
So it's super crazy.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So.
All right. Well, you mentioned your reality show. I saw you had broken the Guinness Book of World Records for most boards broken while jumping out of a plane. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. That's excellent.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. We're going to launch some more boards up in the air. Probably do like 25 this time. I like doing, like, in regards to my life, I think a lot of people ask about the show, like, oh, you're just filming. In reality, that's like an everyday thing in my house, you know? Like, my wife fights, she trains, we jump out of airplanes, we jump bridges, we, jump out of hot air balloons, we, have an extreme lifestyle. And so I just kind of, Comic-Cons and all the shows. And so I put a reality show that was geared towards content oriented, I guess. So it's not just like any other drama, screaming and all that. Con TV just picked up season 2, which will make the announcement. That's going to be
that's awesome.
it's going to be awesome. It's a con-driven channel. So
excellent.
They'll have independent films. They'll have series and Cinedigm's doing it. And the owner of Wizard World's behind it, so it's called Con TV. So it's going to be a good channel. We sold it to season 2. And my intents, I don't go in anything just to think I'm going to sell it. I go into it for the love. So I had no clue when they said we really want season 2. I was like, really? I was like, I just kind of started as a fun YouTube. They're like, yeah, but you got a total of about 1 million impressions through all your episodes. And I was like, okay. I'm like, that's cool. So we filmed season 2 already, and got Johnny Young Bosch in it.
Oh, really? Okay.
We got some of the other guys, Jason Font, some of the other Rangers, and racing cars from Maseratis to Rovers to just having a lot of fun.
Well, excellent. Well, I have just a couple more real quick ones, and I'll let you get back to it since you're real busy here. First one is kind of a personal thing. I used to work in a video store, and we see a lot of weird stuff kind of rolling in and out. And there was a movie that stuck with me. It came out back in '07, I think. It's called The Young Defenders. It was you and Ali Sheedy and Brown O'Halloran from Clerks. And do you have any memories of that at all? Because, like I said, the weird movies, I love kind of older, direct-to-video stuff. Do you have any memories of that?
It's funny, Sean, he's talking about a movie you don't even know because we're talking about projects together.
Yeah.
Sean Flannery, by the way. But
hey, nice to meet you.
We were talking about projects, and I'll just tell you, too, I did a movie a long time ago called Junior Defenders, which was kind of like, I did with Ali Sheedy, who else was in it?
Brown O'Halloran, the guy from Clerks, and God, I can't think of the other guy's name.
Yeah, so I did this movie. It was kind of like a bunch of has-been actors.
Yeah.
And this was years ago that we booked a show called Junior Defenders, which was like Power Rangers-ish, kind of. So I'm working with these guys. We did like a one-day roll. I mean, I got paid good money on it. We did it. So the movie got dumped. And years later, they released the movie as my character. Like, my character was doing like vaginal commercials, like, girls, come see us, and the other guy's like, dope addict, and so this guy Norman breaks out of this prison, and he's like a huge Junior Defenders fan, so we're like ex-Junior Defenders, like ex-Power Rangers in the movie, so he gets everybody by gunpoint together, makes us dress in spandex again, and do an episode that he wrote in prison called Junior Defenders. Well, when the movie was released by Warner Brothers, they made my character like, nothing wrong, but they made my character kind of like gayish, and and they took all this footage and they just did the whole thing completely different than I thought it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I never get asked these questions, like I'm sure we talk about projects, and he brought up Junior Defenders. And I think because me and Sean were jinxing ourselves earlier about different stuff that, it's cool. He's done a lot of great films. And we were just talking about that. And now he brought up a film I did a long time ago that Sean don't even know about.
Oh, man.
But,
You're right. I've never yet.
Yeah, but that's...
I have a set of those too that you've never
Yeah. So I guess everybody has their niche of stuff,
Yeah.
But that was my story on Junior Defenders.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, and I have one last one, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to answer it or not, but you've come back for this season of Super Mega Force.
Yeah.
You've heard they've announced that next season is going to be another dinosaur-themed season. This will be the third time around, and you were in the first one. You were in the Dino Thunder, the second time around. I know you can't probably say if you've been approached or not, but if you were, would you be interested in reprising the role?
I think so, but I think because of the Power Ranger movie, if they're going to use me again, they're going to definitely use me in the Power Ranger film.
Oh, okay,
because Lionsgate is putting a huge amount of money into the film.
Yeah, I've been following that. That's awesome.
So, Sean, you know that, right? Like, Lionsgate's taking all this money and they're rebooting the Power Ranger film.
I don't know.
But, yeah, it's huge. Like they merged with Lionsgate. Well, in 2016 is being released. They're making a reboot like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and of course I'm too old to play it, so it's like you're old when you're being rebooted and they're being filmed. Like hey, we're gonna hire teenage kids, but there are possibilities of cameos and all that stuff.
That's cool.
So I'm sure if they did something, it'll be like that. But dude, you work so hard. I hope so, dude. Because you work so hard for the brand, and then you pay the dues of 20 years. You go through like a non-union show. You go through the grinds of working 16 hours. Then it turns union. Then it doesn't. And you work so hard. And now it's like some other actor's gonna get millions of dollars to play me. You're like, what? Yeah, dude. You're like, what? But hopefully it'll be like something like that.
All right. Well, very cool. Very cool. Again, this was Jason David Frank. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Have a good evening.
I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Yep.
This show is a part of the Nerd Overload Podcast Network. Listen to our other shows and much more at nerdoverload.com.